Right, that's better. I don't feel like I wanna buy another lineman. We have been playing with 13, but I think we're just gonna play a game with 12 and see what happens. Oh, Bretonnians.
This is going to be interesting.
1690, eh? So we might get a wizard here, just because I like wizards. They don't always help, but they're fun. We will drop some money out of our petty cash to do that. It's only the extra 10k. It's always worthwhile, I feel like.
I hope you've prayed to Nuffle. I know I have. Now let's play!
Good evening to all you sports fans.
Swedish Holy Crusaders, eh? Oh well, we don't get to receive this time, which is unfortunate. I like receiving. I like to punch people first. Punch first, punched often. Punch often in Blood Bowl.
Any thoughts on the Bretonnians, Bob?
They're humies, Jim. Snooty little humies.
Okie dokie, right.
They'll go down. Watch out for those.
Set our players up in defence, and then we'll have a quick look at what he's got. I assume he's got some guard and whatnot. Oh, see, he's gone a very strange route. I could tell already. Or that guy seems more like, yeah, might be piling on, but wrestle blocks just seems like a weird combination as your first two skills. Okay. An Agi 3 peasant. He's got a pass block, but okay, it's an interesting team to say the least. I'm kind of looking forward to this actually. His team's looks like it's pretty fun. Have I got a block lineman? Yes, we do. And I would rather have the extra lineman on the field when we are defending. Okay, and we will see what happens here. Yeah, his team's pretty interesting. I mean, tackle on the blitzer is fairly standard, but then he took fend on a blitzer as well. He's definitely taking some interesting skills here. He's taken fend on a blitzer, which is not something I would do. But I mean, the tackle Agi, that makes sense to me. That's just your standard. Dirty player on a blocker. It seems a bit weird, like to put it on a blocker and not just wait to get it on a peasant. But if he really wanted a dirty player, pass block seems cool. It's definitely interesting. We will see what happens. Has he got lots of subs or something? Because he got. He's got a lineman with blocks sitting on the sideline. Unless he's got. Oh, okay, no, all his linemen are leveled up.
What are you up
Yeah, this is a pretty
About what to have.
interesting team.
Roast elf heart or baked
I'd be interested to see if he actually just cages up because I've got a wizard. I like playing guys like this. I mean, this guy's got, maybe he's taking some skills which I necessarily wouldn't necessarily have taken, but it's it's an interesting team. It's cool. It's not the sort of same team you see all the time. I mean, Bretonnians are a bit odd anyway in the way their skills turn out, but.
Unity is strength.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Oh, he actually just re-rolled. Okay, so there's a re-roll down, which we can live with. Stun is unfortunate for us, but again, it's not, you know, we can live with that. Ogre stun for a re-roll this early on. It's probably not the worst thing in the world for us. Is he gonna get dirty play the ogre straight away? I assume so. Maybe he is. I don't know. Is he gonna blitz pile on with the? It's a shame my dirty player's actually injured this game. If he's gonna play with a blitz piling on guy, I would have liked to have fouled him every time he piled on, but you know. Okay, so he is. He's gonna foul the old ogre. Oh, and he's got him sent off. That is pretty harsh for him. Turn 1 foul, immediately sent off. I mean, fouling the ogre is risky. For one, the ogre was already stunned, and for two, he's got AV9. Like it's not the easiest thing to foul him. But each to their own. You know, he did it. Who do I want to foul? Sorry, not who do I want to foul. Who do I want to blitz? Which way do I want to go about this? I probably almost certainly want to block a guy over here, maybe? Nope, can't reach that far. And I almost certainly want to... maybe from... Oh, that's unfortunate because of the wrestle. But do I want to burn a reroll on it? No, I don't. I'll take that. Let him wrestle me to the ground. I don't want to burn a reroll on it. That would just be like, it's one of them rerolls you think, oh, I really wanted to knock him down and carry on running, but I don't actually need to reroll it. I can quite easily just put some pressure on the ball around here anyway. Unlike before, I'm not going to commit like a million players to it. I'm just going to try and get a couple of guys. Just a couple of guys over there. Our blitz is gone, so we're probably going to... Don't want to just load up. We will go like this. And I think that's us. I mean, there's no real great place to drop a fireball. I think I'm just going to save the fireball and see if he cages up. If he cages up, I'll just drop it and see what happens.
They picked up the ball. I suppose I
he's a man down already because of the sending off, so... Like if he... Oh, so he's actually going to... Okay.
Here comes the logs.
So he is actually going to peg it down and try and tie a bunch of people up. Which is fair enough. I mean, I might actually zap him in that case, but... Oh, he's just failed game crits. This guy can't get as far as I thought he could, actually. Oh, he's giving it to a blocker, that's why. So again, I don't feel like this is too terrible. I mean, he can probably tie a lot of these people up, but I feel like there's going to be some way we can at least get a guy next to him. And then even if we don't and he scores quickly, so be it. We'll just spend the rest of the half trying to get another one back. And then he puts a load of people next to us and and we get to punch them.
Come on, guys, together.
Okay. Where's jump up guy? I bet he's over here, isn't he?
More the merrier.
It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Okay, so you stand up. Oh, bonehead gun hurts. Skip.
I think he's
You
moving.
stand up.
No, he's not.
Okay, so before we do anything else then, you're going to stand up. I feel like we want to just try and get 2 guys on this guy and blitz this guy next to him, maybe? Oh, then see the fend, actually. Fend is a real problem here. Have I got a guard guy there? Is that guy... Yes, okay, right. So, do you want to... How far can he go? 7. Yeah, so he can get... Okay, so we're gonna... blitz this guy. See, again, the push is really annoying, but...
A beautiful thing.
Well, they had to retreat a little. It was getting dangerous.
Right, now hopefully we should have some 2 dice blocks around here. There we go, there's one.
This is going to be decisive.
I'm going to reroll that because that's just annoying as hell.
Those peasants just won't stand still.
Here's a good tip. Grab them by the throat, and they can't run away.
Oh, injury would have been nice, but...
Is about to get punched above and below at the same time.
Don't really go that way.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Okay, we're gonna leave it there. We're not. This is a 2 dice block, but we're not gonna make this because if we get a push, then this guy's free to give an assist here because we can't follow up because of the fend. So we're just gonna leave him be. So best case scenario, I think he ends up with a 1 dice here.
Personal, Bob.
But
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
unless he maybe... Yeah, no, he can probably get... This is probably what he should... 2 dice here. Assist. And then... He's going this route. He's going for the game for it.
That last burst of speed. Always risky.
I probably should have actually marked the guy up base to base rather than trying to screen him. That probably would have been a better idea. But still... He's still rolling dice. He's still going to have to roll dice. And again, at least this is pressure on the ball, so it gives him far less chance to be able to stall. Like at this point, I just don't want him to stall. If I can just make him score quickly, then that's okay. We can live with that.
It's a block. Let's hope Nuffle is
Okay,
smiling
so
on
there's
those
the
blocking
blitz, and does he just run it in? I assume he does.
Always
KO is painful, but
marvelous. Let's start as we mean to go on.
And there we go. Right, okay.
Touchdown! Fast. If they keep doing that, we'll be in double figures by
So this
the
is
end of
pretty
the
much like
second
last time now. We've got
About to start the next
5
half.
turns to equalise, and then we have the second half to win.
Lazy gits.
So let's see how we go.
They've kicked the ball to the opponents. Now it's time to think defensively.
Oh, I should say. I've been forgetting to do that. Actually, it's poor manners on my part.
Fantastic.
What was that, Joe?
What now?
The whole fantastic thing?
Oh, I'm just trying to introduce a catchphrase. My agent says it will help for future gigs.
Don't do it again. I hate bad puns.
Yo, I'm hoping that means yo. What's up? What's up, Sam4? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Why would you think I'm American? Touchback, sweet. I'm almost tempted to give it to a blitzer off the bat then. The dodge guy. Let's give it to this guy. But yeah, hello Sam4. Welcome to the stream. Nice of you to drop by. Hope you're doing alright. Had a good Christmas and whatnot. This means we pretty much... I feel like we pretty much just start a cage straight away up the pitch.
There's a couple pretty good players on the field, Jim. They're just hiding.
Let's see where we
behind
go.
all the crappy ones.
We can keep our catcher here just to be on the safe side. Can we get him up there? Nope. Okay, we're not going to take any risks to start with. Oh, you know what? I've actually...
This formation gives
Yeah,
them a
kind of
safe
messed it up a
direction.
little.
It's gonna be hard to make them lose.
That's
the ball.
alright. We can live with that. You're going to run up here. We're going to make our blocks first, because hopefully if this guy goes down, we want to run a guy over this way just to be annoying. So,
This player likes to be well assisted.
there we go.
This player likes to be well assisted.
And
That play went down like a sack of snorkeling unmentionables.
we haven't made a blitz yet, so we can almost certainly put a guard guy in here and then maybe, yeah, we can blitz. It's a bit of a bad blitz, but it would give us a...
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
would give us a bit of breathing room.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
And then we just do this.
The bigger they are,
Yeah, the Drewski, the only Drewski, indeed, the only Drewski. It is a good game. I enjoy it. It's a combination of a like turn-based strategy plus American football plus Warhammer Fantasy. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Very there's a large slice of luck involved. Or well, I say large slice. It's a bit like poker in that sense. In that good players will generally beat bad players a lot of the time, but there is an element of luck involved. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. If you got any if anyone's got any questions about it, then any of the specifics, then by all means ask away. I'm always happy to answer. But yeah, glad you're enjoying it. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't remember seeing your name before, so this is your first time here. Thanks for stopping by.
The attacker has an assist.
Sam4, thank you very much. Have you enjoyed the Goblin Dance? And thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all the follows. But even if you don't follow, I appreciate just people stopping by and watching for a bit. I'm easy either way.
Place to be.
But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hopefully there will be much more stream to come. This is good for us. This is very good for us. So he gets a push. This guy's in. I was going to say, if he follows up, he could. The problem he had there is that he couldn't really follow up, because then if he did, this guy was in real trouble. This guy may be in a bit of trouble anyway. If I can get a guard guy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. It's yeah, it's pretty new. We've only been at it for about a week or so. So over time, hopefully it gets a little bit better. But it's nice. It's good at the moment. Like it's nice to be able to see the chat, talk to people as I'm playing. It's definitely an enjoyable experience so far. Everyone's been pretty nice about it, so it's all alright. It's all going alright. We would be tempted. I'd be tempted to drop a fireball somewhere here if there was more of a chance of. Oh, I don't know. This guy's got nothing. This guy stands up because he's got guard, which is always good to. I feel like. I feel like if we do this.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
He's got no block, which is unfortunate, but it does mean that we can. I'm going to do this. We're going to go this way.
Come on, guys. Together.
Again, that's unfortunate, but.
That player is so close to a world of hurt.
Probably move him down here. Move him in now. Right, Ogre's not got anyone in front of him, has he? No, okay, we're going to stick the Ogre over there, tie up some players, that's good. He actually moved for once, well done Clint. Good job. You go in now. You are going to go over here. Just so we got the option of throwing it if we really want to.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
And in this situation, this is the better piece to get 2 dice on, but this guy's got block. They've both got block. But see, that's kind of a bad. That's a bad block to throw, really. But I'm going to do it with the 2 dice. But I've still got. There we go. That helps. Hitting the peasants is kind of good because the peasants have lower armor value. They die quicker. Like I treat peasants like I treat skinks and gutter runners. Like if there's an opportunity to hit one, hit him because he may die.
Safety in numbers.
This guy, the guy with the blue glow, the blitzer. He's my guy. He has the ball. We need to try and... We've got 4 turns left. These guys, the Bretonnians, they received first. They would go 1-0 up. We have got 4 more turns to score. And then, hopefully, hopefully in the second half we just go 2-1 up and then away we go with a victory. So we shall see. Kind of need a. It is a bit annoying trying to poke a hole in the Brets because they have fend. A lot of them have fend. They skill fend, which means that when you normally when you punch someone, you can follow them afterwards. But this fend means you can't, which makes life awkward. It makes it hard to get down the pitch at times if they just clog you up like this. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're doing all right. We've got lots of guard, so he's not exactly got a bunch of easy blocks to make. It's all a bit awkward for him at the moment. And if he does bunch up too many people at any point, then we will just drop a fireball on his head and be done with it.
Unity is strength.
That's good for us. That's a very good result for us.
One of them should hit harder next time.
That's not so great, but we can live with it. Oh, stun or an injury is not good though. That doesn't help us. Yeah, the stun's a bit of a nuisance. God, this is unfortunate for us. He's rolled a few one dice blocks there to try and get himself out of trouble, and not only have they succeeded, they've kind of that one there that's got him a stun. That's pretty unfortunate from our point of view. Right, so now we're in a little bit of a pickle. We do kind of need to. I still don't really want to use the fireball yet, because we have got a way out of this.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
There we go. Go on, get down. Only a stun, but that's okay. And then we probably want to. This guy's got blocks, so we most certainly want to blitz out this way, maybe.
He'll get an assist now. Wuss.
Okay. We will stay. We'll stick him in there. Don't fail the going for it. Okay, that's fine. So they're pretty well tied up. You're going to take a punch that way.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
We haven't really got any good punches there now. Now it's just a case of where we want to go with this guy. We can get as far as... We can get pretty far. I feel like this is probably not the worst shot. This is probably not too safe, but... It's almost certainly going to be able to get some 2 dice blocks in here. I'm going to go one more. And then we're going to go around here, I suppose. There we go. Right. And then we're going to try and dodge out. See what happens. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't think I want to re-roll that. No, I don't want to re-roll that. We will leave that for now. By all means, it's not a bother. I'm always happy to answer questions. I don't always see them immediately, but I do try my best to answer them all. And yeah, I like it. You know, unfortunately, I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to because I've lived in London all my life, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. London's very much one of those cities though where different parts of London have drastically different feels to them. Like trying to describe the whole of London, I suppose, would be like trying to describe any city that big. Like there are parts of it that are drastically different. Like you've got posh parts and rough parts, and you know.
Come on.
So
Together.
But yeah, I've always liked it. I say I've lived there all my life. I mean, I've lived there, I should say, most of my life. I did live up north in Leeds for a few years. And again, I enjoyed that as well. But yeah, I've always enjoyed it. I haven't really travelled a load. I've been around America a little bit to some different places, and I did enjoy all the places I visited. But as far as living wise, you know, I've never found anywhere that I think to myself, I've never really disliked living in London. I've always enjoyed it. The one thing I do love about it, not so much where I live now, because I live like pretty far on the outskirts or just outside London now. But where I used to live was pretty much smack bang in the middle, and you could pretty much get, you know, there was always somewhere open to go if you ever fancied it. Like, I used to work shifts and work all funny hours, and you know, we used to know pubs that would open at 4 o'clock in the morning or open at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you know, if you wanted a curry at 4 o'clock in the morning, we knew where to get one. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. I like that about it, but yeah, no, it's good. I enjoy it. It's a nice enough place. Well, I've always found it to be nice enough anyway. As nice as any other city, I suppose. And as far as what's going on here, Travdrav. That's gonna be I'm gonna get that one wrong at some point if I'm not paying attention. I'll do my best to try and explain out loud what I'm thinking as I'm going. The basic version of this is it's kind of like a cross between American football and a turn-based strategy game with dice rolling and punching thrown in. Like that's the best way I can describe it. He gets to move all his pieces, I get to move all mine. I'm trying to score, he's trying to stop me at the moment. Right, so he's doing a pretty good job of... Is there a guy there? Right, there's no guy there. So first things first, we move the ogre again. This guy stands up.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead.
This guy's going to go... See, I feel like we're almost certainly going to go back around this way now. Like, he's doing a really good job at making this really awkward for me, but I feel like we're probably going to go back around this way. Going to go around there. This guy can probably get reasonably far. Let's do... This is reasonably safe, I hope.
It's going to be decisive.
Right, there's our push. And we do want to follow that.
One more step
And then we want to... How far can this guy get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 there, maybe. 7 here would probably be best. But we really need to get down the pitch. So I feel like we're going to have to make a couple of going for it here. Which is a little risky, but I feel like we're in a position where we've only got 2 turns left, so we've got to kind of do it. We need to make one more. Okay, right. Now we can almost certainly score in the next turn. You are going up there. You are going there. You are going to blitz this guy. Get this guy off the pitch. If one of your pieces goes off the pitch, they get brutalised by the fans, as you will shortly see. That is part of the game. I injured him anyway, but now the fans are just putting the boot in for a laugh. Because that's what they always do. Being near the side of the pitch is rather dangerous in this game. And we will go up there. And we're just trying to make it so that it's as awkward as possible for him to get over here and stop me from scoring. Again, we don't really have... This guy's got dodge, so I feel like it's almost... I feel like this is worth the dodge and the go for it, just to see if we can get an extra guy around here. Yeah, the crowd are not particularly friendly. They came for blood, and they will get it one way or the other. We're going to make one more. Yeah, right, okay. There we go. That's about as good as we're going to get there. So next turn, if we can find a route, if we can find a spot, we need to make one going for it, and we should be alright. there will be a lot. There will be some people watching who know what I'm talking about. I'll try. If I say anything like that, I think might be worth explaining. You know, I'll do it as I go along. When I say go for it, every single piece you have has a movement allowance. That's how many squares they can move in a turn. These little ones on the end with the dice rolls on, they are going for it. It means if he's got a movement 7, I can move 7 squares, and then I can roll a dice to move an extra square, and then roll it again to move an extra square. So you can move 2 extra. But you roll a dice, and if you roll a 1, you fall on your ass. And you lose the ball, and bad things happen. So it's just a little, it's like a little risk to get some extra squares, basically. So I feel like he's going to struggle to get anyone next to the ball this turn. I feel like we're all right. I feel like we've worked ourselves into a spot where we should score. I'm kind of confident about it. Well, that does not help. Poor old Wesley. No long-term effect though, so we'll just live with that. And we've only got 1 KO, so we might be all right. He's got an injury and a sending off as well, so we're still reasonably even. Oh, the double power. Was that his blitz? Because if that was his blitz, then we've pretty much guaranteed a score, I feel like, unless we roll a... Oh! Just outright dead! And we are going to Apo this, because this guy rolled a double and got nerves of steel, and we want to keep him. Dead, no casualty, okay. Whew! That was a close one. Yes, and that is sorry. That hadn't come up before now, but this is also a part of the game. As you play more and more matches, your pieces do level up, and they can just outright die. It does happen. So you could have a player that you've been playing with for ages, and he's got loads of skills. He's level 6, and then someone just comes along and punches him in the head, and he's dead, and he's gone, dead and gone. Dusted. So, right, nothing fancy here. I feel like we'll just go in here, get our 2 dice. Like, we need this to work out, obviously. But again, we've got a re-roll, I think. Yeah, we've got a re-roll, and we only need a push. A push is fine. That's even better. Shame we didn't injure him, but and then we're going to put some guys here just in case this goes really badly and we fall over. But we should be okay. It's always good practice to stand you. I don't always do it myself. It's always good practice to stand your guys up and put them in safe spots, or just in case things go badly. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to make that. It's going to be fine. So like this is it going for it. Anything, if we don't roll a 1, we're alright. If we roll a 1, we fall over. We did not roll a 1, so we are okay.
Amazing! That's going to perk the crowd just as the half-time whistle. A late equalizer.
So we got 1 dead. Our KO guy decided that he wasn't coming back, which is unfortunate. But I think we're both in a similar spot. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, he's got full 11. And I think I'm probably down to 10 at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm down to 10, but we're all right. That's not a terrible half for us. We can live with this. He's these are the turn timers. So we're at the end of the first half now. We're 1-1, and in the second half, I get the ball first. So the plan is to just survive this turn, get in 1-1, and then the next half just keep hold of the ball and slowly work our way down the pitch and nick a 2-1 victory. That's the plan for the second half if all goes well. We managed to save our wizard as well, which is a good thing. Oh, there we go. Security gate. Got rid of the riot, which is amazing. Because riot, I don't think he could have scored in 2 turns anyway, but the riot is something we could do without. But yeah, we saved our wizard. Oh, he's getting a lot of injuries. That's unfortunate. This next game, okay. We really need this KO guy to come back now, that second half. Otherwise, we're going to start... If we get too far behind numbers-wise, we might be in a bit of a pickle here. But yeah, we got a wizard because his team was worth more than our team. Like the game itself, it adds up like all your players and all the skills your players have, and gives your team a rating. And if your team's got a higher rating than the other guy, or if your team's got a lower rating than the other guy, it gives you some spare money to spend on some extra stuff. One of the things is a wizard. It doesn't always help. Sometimes the wizard does soddle, but it is nice to have. It means you can just drop a fireball on people's heads, which is always fun.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
And I apologise if I'm rubbing my nose and sniffing a lot today. I've got a stinger of a cold, or I've had a stinger of a cold. It's a bit better now than it was.
Unity is strength.
Oh.
I admire that.
There we go.
Paid
Right.
off. Good old nothing.
So now we've got one turn. Can't do much. We can throw a blitz at least, which will be fine. Maybe get a 2 dice with this guy.
Were they asleep then?
I certainly was.
Swedish Holy Crusaders. Okay. See, now this... I'd almost be tempted to fireball this, but it just seems like a bit of a waste at the moment. I feel like I'm better off doing it when I actually really need it. This is the Mighty Blow guy, so we will blitz with him. Only one dice. Ah, okay. Only one dice because of this. Let's get another guard guy around here. There we go. Did he? Oh, only stunned him. Oh, never mind. At some point, I'll explain the whole blocking thing as well. Once I got a good spot to do it in. I probably could have done it that turn, but what happened there? A strange animation. Another stun. Okay, never mind. All right then. End of turn. 1-1. 2 injuries is unfortunate. We need this guy to wake up, and he's not, and he hasn't woke up, which is a shame.
So, none of the knocked out players seem to have awoken in time for the next.
But I'll do it.
down.
The principles, the thing behind the blocking. Every time you punch someone, the basic version is this: everyone has a strength. He has strength 3. He has strength 3. The ogre's got strength 5.
On the edge. Kick is
If
crucial.
if your guy and the guy you're punching have the same strength, you roll 1 dice. If your guy has more strength than the other guy, you roll 2 dice. That's like the very basics, and then after that, you get assists and stuff. It's it's kind of hard to explain with guard involved. But again, the short version is if I'm punching this guy and we've both got the same strength, this guy helps me, so I get an extra. I get 2 dice instead of 1. Like he gives me +1 strength, so instead of 3, it counts as 4. I'm not sure if that's the greatest explanation, but it's the best I can manage off the top of my head. Right, we're gonna go. Right, we're gonna load up this side again. We're probably gonna need, because we're a man down. We're probably actually gonna need our wizard to do some work at some point soon. But yeah, I'll try and explain the blocking slightly better. Like every so often I'll just pick a block and explain why it's the way it is.
Well, there won't be an issue.
Right, first things first. We're going to start with these anyway. For example, this is a 2 dice block. This guy has strength 3. This guy has strength 3. So normally they would be equal. But this guy here, the guy with guard, he helps out. So I get 2 dice instead of 1.
That player is about to get punched above and
We're going to punch this way.
at the same time.
Go on, even it up. It's a shame we're getting all these stuns on the peasants. It would be very nice if we could actually get some injuries and some KOs to see what I mean. We're getting lots of armor breaks, but we're not getting any decent injuries. The stuns do help a lot, but we could be better off. Right, we're almost certainly gonna.
They must have glue on their fingers.
The newspapers.
This player is certainly the best choice for this action. The ball in flight is a wonderful.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by newspapers. Oh, you mean the things at the start? Oh, the kickoff, the things that appear in the middle of the screen at the kickoff. Is that what you're talking about? Like the big thing that was in the middle? If that is what you were talking about, then that is a kickoff event. Every time, you know, obviously every time after every score at the beginning of the half, when there's a kickoff, there's like a random event that happens. A lot of the time they're fairly harmless, like changing weather makes the ball bounce an extra square. Some of them are pretty brutal though. There's one that's a pitch invasion where the crowd just comes on and half of the random players just get injured and stunned. There's one that's like throw a rock where just one particular player gets injured. All kinds of things like that. But yeah, it's basically just a random event that occurs every time there's a kickoff. And that is amazing. Get in there, Clint. That's what we needed. We need some of these. We need some of these peasants off the pitch. So yeah, sorry. They're just random events that happen every kickoff. Just to add a little bit more random into the game, as if there wasn't enough already. But no, they're pretty. You know, you learn to live with them. They're all right. Alright, so there's his blitz. He's got this guy down, which is unfortunate. But this guy has jump up, which is good for us, so we can at least get a punch back. And again, if he does pile a load of people in here, I would really be tempted to just fireball this at the start of my... Yeah, like this. I'm almost tempted to just fireball this straight away. But I don't really need to. Because I can get a 2 dice here, and then I can get a 2 dice here. And then I can probably just shift him and cage over here instead. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe. We'll see. See how it goes. Well, see, that was a going for it, and he's obviously rolled a 1. And that's happened. Oh, so he didn't... Okay, so he didn't re-roll it. He's decided that it wasn't worth re-rolling. I only get 1 dice here, which is unfortunate. And I get uphill dice there. How many dice do I get here? 2 dice here, right, okay. Okay, I feel like we're going to do this. We're going to 2 dice block this guy. Oh, that double skull. Double skull is not good. Not good at all.
Less pressure on the ball. It's a good move.
So now things are slightly more awkward because of the double skull. We get 2 dice here. Yeah, we get 2 dice here. So I'm always trying to look for the 2 dice blocks because 2 dice blocks are obviously much safer than 1 dice because you get to pick which result you would like. You want to go in there. Oh, bonehead. Bonehead is no good for us.
He's standing there drooling.
Okay, so we almost certainly want to blitz in here. That's fairly.
It's like peeling an onion. Remove the layers before you get to the...
We want to go in there. Now we want to take the 2 dice here. And 2 dice here. Go on. Injury. Get in there. That is a big result for us.
They're going to be carrying that scar
A big
about
result.
the rest of their short
We're looking good. We're looking good. We've sort of... That was a bit... He actually put us in a bit of a tricky spot there, but we've managed to make our guy reasonably safe here now. And don't feel like... We're not going to take the 1 dice there. We're going to leave that for now. We're going to leave that, see what happens. Our catcher's got the ball. Good thing about the catcher is he's reasonably quick. He can get pretty far. So and again if he wants to get in here, he has to throw some 1 dice blocks, which I feel like we should be able to clear out. We're kind of winning the numbers game now with all these injuries. But yeah, I mean, sort of, you know, for anyone new to it who's kind of, you know, like, oh, this looks interesting. I mean, if you like turn-based strategy games, you know, things like XCOM maybe or anything like that, then you know it's definitely worth a look. It's definitely worth a look. It's good fun, and if you find yourself playing a lot of it, then like this is just the like the open league where you just get. This is just like matchmaking. You just play against any old random people or anyone who's looking for a game as well. But there are plenty of leagues of like organised leagues where people like play regularly. I'm in one, but they're in their off season at the moment, so hopefully in a few weeks I'll have some league games on here. I'll start streaming the league games.
This is going to be decisive.
So he's got his 2 dice in there. Again, this isn't too bad for us. Again, like we should be able to get a lot of decent blocks here and make some space. I mean, I feel like at this point, I feel like I might just drop a fireball on this for the sake of it, just to see if we can. Because if we get an injury out of it, then we're pretty much.
I'd like to remind everyone at this point that the use of a
So unfortunately, they all resisted, but that guy got injured, which I'm fine with. Like, I will quite happily take 1 injury from the fireball at that point. That is fine. We can live with that. We do need to. We're going to get 2 dice, right? We almost certainly need to. This is the guy we're going to blitz because we do want to keep. We don't just want to leave people standing next to a KO. Right, when it rains it pours. Unfortunately for this guy. Yeah, we don't just want to leave people standing next to the guy with the ball.
And maybe we'll see him on the pitch later.
We almost certainly want to. I would quite happily take a push there and follow. And then we only get 1 dice there, which is unfortunate. Again, this is probably not the safest play, but and we will push the blitzer out and stay for now, actually. And we'll put that guy in there. He's going to get 1 dice. Let's block with the ogre, see what happens. That is a result. There is a chance that this turns out right. Go on, injury? No. Just a stun. Just a stun. Never mind. But again, stun helps actually at this point. And then I feel like I want to leave it there. I feel like trying to move these around to get 2 dice or risk getting a skull. I got a reroll. And that guy's got no block, so we're going to do that. Yep, there we go. And that's it. End turn. Don't want to get too greedy. That's a pretty solid turn for us. He hasn't really got again. He's got no real good way to get on the ball, and he's racking up injuries now, which makes life extremely hard for him. So we're looking good. That's good. Actually, he maybe gets a. He might actually be able to work himself a good blitz here. Maybe with this guy. If he gets a dice in here, maybe he can work himself a 1 dice. I mean, if he goes this way, he's going to roll 2 dice and I get to pick the result. So it's a bit risky, but...
This could be
Oh, no.
fun, especially if the ball holder goes down.
1 dice. Well, he rolled badly, so he ended up on the floor. I'm kind of unsure how he got 1 dice there, actually. Am I missing something? Strength 3. Why? Oh, because, sorry, I am missing something. That's my catcher. My catcher's only got strength 2, which is why he got 1 dice. So he had 3 strength, I've got 2, but this guy helps me, so I get +1. Makes the strength even. So he gets to roll 1 dice. That's the bad thing about catchers. They're quick, but they have low strength. Right, you stand up. You, Mr. Ogre, sir, are going around here.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Right, and then this is where we try and make some room, I think. So we get 1 dice in there, but we get 2 dice. So that's that first then. We can take our 2 dice here. And we follow. And then we probably want to blitz the peasant. It's a shame to blitz the peasant, really, but I only get 1 dice otherwise. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to blitz the peasant. The peasant.
Get in their face.
Push is unfortunate,
What a cheeky chap.
but we'll just make do. And then we want to go
Nail that lineman's feet to the ground.
there. I feel like. Maybe? No. Gonna do a go for it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, smells like a
Then we're
good
gonna take
old-fashioned fight.
2 dice there.
Gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Shame. We needed him to get hurt. And then this guy can mark there. You know what? Yeah, we're going to make a run for it now. I feel like we're pretty safe. I mean, this guy is going to have to make a bunch of dodges to get out of here. And the peasant can't go far. And even if he did, he hasn't got block or anything like that. We've got rerolls. So, or at least I hope we've got a reroll this turn. Yeah, we do. So we're going to make the game for it. Oh, we rolled a double 1, which is terrible.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly
Oh well.
writhing around on the
What can you
ground?
do? Sometimes you just roll snake eyes. It's not... I was just about to say it's not the worst thing in the world, but now the catcher's stunned, which actually is pretty bad. Because now we need to try and get someone else up there to pick the ball up. Which is doable. It's not the end of the world, but it makes things much harder. Again, the saving grace is we've got lots of turns to do it in. And we would almost certainly take a push there.
Go, the little guy.
So yeah, this turned out to be a bit of a problem. Oh, he made a dodge with a peasant. That's always unfortunate, but he's going to make going for it. Well, he didn't fail his going for it. I feel like we'll be alright. I would hope we would be alright though. I feel like we've maybe got enough turns that we can rectify this situation. We shall see. We shall see. If he just keeps making a bunch of dodges, it gets harder. But oh, there you go. He's failed the first one. He's going to re-roll it clearly. If he fails it again, we might be in a bit of a better spot. Nope. Failed going for it, maybe. Nope. Okay.
Unity is strength.
But he rolled the skull. And now he's got no reroll, so...
Everything done he wanted to, because it's the
And
team's girl.
he got stunned. Okay. So again, I feel like we're not in a terrible spot. Like, things could be better, but they could be a lot worse. I feel like there's almost certainly going to be some way we... I think ideally... Alright, First things first. First things first, we're gonna put a guy up here.
A loose ball is a
Secondly, right,
The player
I'm
needs to
definitely going to
secure
move
it.
these guys. This block guy can go here. This guy's got nothing, so he can go here as well. This guy I haven't quite decided yet. We want to take a 2 dice here. It would be very helpful if this guy went down, which he didn't. It's very unfortunate.
That player is looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
So now we kind of need to... Oh well, we can blitz that guy. I don't feel like it's necessarily the greatest idea, because we can just... I feel like we're going to take a 2 dice on the
That's
peasant,
quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know.
because there is always the chance that we kill the peasant with a mighty blow. Ah, no death, but stun works. And then we're probably going to just try and blitz this guy and then dodge out and see what happens. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's reasonably secure. Again, he's just running really short on players, which makes things very hard for him. And he's down to 1 reroll. Oh, failing the dodge hurts. As his last reroll gone. It wasn't necessarily a bad play from him to try the dodge, because he hasn't really got much else on. He really does need to kind of... Like, he can dodge, try and blitz this guy out and pick the ball up. He's still going to be in a bit of trouble after he picks the ball up anyway, but at least he gives him a shot.
That player just won't go down.
The ball is in the player's hands.
Well, he's got the ball, at least. Not quite sure where he goes with it, but I mean, to be fair, what he probably does is tries to pass it. I mean, it would be ridiculous for him to make it, but if he did it, it would be... I mean, that guy can still easily get there, and that guy can still easily get there. So we get a 2 dice blitz on this guy. We should be able to make it. Like, we shouldn't have any problem in the 3 turns we got
I
left.
wouldn't have tried that.
Oh, that's fortunate. When the dice are red like that, it means he's basically blocking with less strength than I have. So he rolls 2 dice and I pick which one he uses. As it turned out, both of them were good for him, so it didn't really matter which one I picked. But
Come on, guys. Clues in the title. Let's see some blood in Blood Bowl.
okay, all right. You stand up. Right, first we want to do this first, because if we need a reroll or it doesn't go well or anything like that, we probably want to get some people.
Pressure on them.
I want to get a guy over here, just on the off chance he does somehow manage to survive this and run out that way. I also want to. Do I want to block him with a? I want to block him with this guy just because. So he's going to go here. And then the ogre is going to run. Yeah, the ogre probably just goes here. He doesn't bonehead. Okay. And then we make our block and see what happens. I feel like we're in a pretty good shout.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker.
It's unfortunate. Do we want to re-roll it? Probably not, actually.
That's still
Like, it's unfortunate, but
still standing.
I feel like we can live with it. Guy's got block, so that's reasonably safe. Yep. And then we leave it again and see what he does. I mean, if he keeps making dodges with this guy, then what can you do? I mean, it's a peasant making dodges. It is an Agi 3 present, so it's basically like a lineman making dodges, but eventually you would hope he would fail one. Especially if he makes blocks first with no reroll. Like, he's only got one die there, one die there.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on
And he's
top?
double skulled, so right. We get a bunch of blocks this time on this guy.
Dropping like flies, Jim.
We almost certainly want to go this way first.
Balls, Jim.
There we go. Right, there's the power. That's what we needed. Now,
That's the way.
and we got a KO out of it. Right. Then it just becomes a choice of who do we want to try and pick the ball up with? Probably a thrower, seeing as he has sure hands. So, is this our turn 15? Yes, it is. So we definitely want to pick up with the throw. We don't want to risk
Taking the ball.
trying to pick it up with anyone else.
The clock's ticking, the final whistle
And
is
then
moments away, and yet the score
That
is
probably
in
makes
red.
things reasonably safe, I would think. I don't really think he can. I mean, he could maybe reach, but... Okay, well he bonehead, which is annoying. We won't reroll that.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It's one of my strengths when I was still playing.
Right, there we go. You can stay. So there is no real way good for him now. But I think we're pretty safe. We can stick a guy here. These guys would have to perform miracles to get down there, and then we score in our last turn. And he only has one turn left to try and equalise. So yeah, he scored pretty quickly in the first half.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
He did pretty well to score quickly in the first half, but scoring quickly in the first half.
Just because the final whistle's about to blow doesn't mean we can't finish on a few fatalities.
That shut me up, didn't it? Fortunately, silver lining, that was a brand new lineman who we'd only just bought, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, sometimes people just die. But yeah, he scored quickly in the first half, which was pretty good for him. The way he did it was pretty good for him. But then
One of them should hit hard.
the problem with scoring quickly in the first half is always the same. It gives the other team a lot of time to score back, and if you go in 1-1 and they get the ball again, this happens. 2-1 losses. Not all the time. I mean, it can be stopped, but this is, you know, from our point of view, if someone scores against us really early in the first half, this is what we're aiming for. Score one back, waste the second half, and then score one at the end.
With those studded boots that hard?
He's going for the old turn 15 to 16 fouls. I don't blame him. Why not? He's had pretty bad luck with the injuries and everything this turn. Some people don't like that sort of thing. I say, go for your life. There is really no point me doing anything else apart from scoring here. I don't want to mess around.
What? Great play! Touchdown! We're in the closing moments of the game. I can't see the receiving team squeezing in another touchdown.
Oh well, our KO finally got up, but he's got 4 injuries and a sending off. That's rough.
Boneheads are bad. Well, at least
All right, time to see.
Now that they're outnumbered, they kick the the ball to the opponents. Now it's time to think
Have we got
defensively.
throw, catcher? Have we not got any more linemen? It's kind of annoying that the camera, you have to lineman, another lineman. Okay, so we're kind of running out of linemen now. Okay, who do we want to put on the line? In that case then, alright, Oak goes on the line. We will do it this way. There you go. And we will just make it so that he can't find a way to score in one turn, I suppose. Or I think at least. Oh well, there we go. That's about as good as get. If he gets I'm not even sure if it's. I think there is a way you can do it with Bretonnians scoring one turn, but I think it would be extremely hard. I don't know how he would go about it. I'm not even sure if he has enough players left to do it actually. One turn touchdowns are a thing. They can be done, but generally by agility teams like Elves and Skaven.
Have you tried that Croxiade?
There you go. There's another.
Sports drink made
This
by
is the random
Bretonnians.
kickoff event.
No thanks.
Changing weather, nice.
I may not be the sharpest.
Is a fairly common one. It's one of the more common ones.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
So all we've got to do now is survive this last turn of blocks, and then we're home free.
This is going to be decisive. A cave is
There we go.
brain versus
No one
blood.
dead.
Brain wins.
I will remember you.
The players on the ground.
Oh, has he killed him? No, he's only stunned. Again, like there's some people who get really annoyed at this, like the turn 16 foul. Like it really doesn't bother me in the slightest. I just view it as one of the crazy things about Blood Bowl. Like it's just the way it is. Like it doesn't. I don't necessarily do it myself, but I don't mind when people do it to me. If I've had a game like that where I've basically butchered half your team and you decide to try and foul me at the end of the game, you know, I could live with it. Sometimes I feel like sometimes when I've had a game where I've had really good dice, I'm like, well, I probably deserve it. Go on, crack on, you know. So what did we end up with? We got some nice little SPPs. Not a bunch, but some. He actually did alright out of it, SPP wise. See, we might have got a level up. Yeah, we got a level up. See, after every game, these SPPs down the bottom. Every time your guy goes up a level, you get to give him a skill. So this jump up guy is going to be the killer, the Mighty Blow piling on guy. Although this guy probably gets Mighty Blow if I don't roll a double. We shall see. The 9, so just a normal skill. I'm tempted to actually. You know what? I'm probably going to go with. It's a toss-up between Mighty Blow and Tackle, and I'm almost tempted to go with Tackle because this guy's going to get Mighty Blow next, and so's this guy. So I feel like I'm going to go tackle and get a second tackle. And then we'll worry about Mighty Blow and that afterwards.
Did you know fan memorabilia has a thriving black market? Players have to be careful though.
Because I feel like we're not going to get any more tackle for quite a while now. And I feel like having 2 of them, like it's one of them skills that you like a lot of the time you think, oh, I've got tackle, but it's not really helping. You know, it doesn't really do anything. But then you come up against like skink or like leveled skinks or leveled gutter runners and stuff, and without it, you're just in a world of trouble. So I feel like having the second one not too bad. Right, we are now playing with 13. We're going to be playing with 12 again. I want to keep this guy. What's this guy? Just got to miss next game, I suppose. Yep. Right, what's the time? 21, 20. Right, we're going to try and squeeze one more in. One more in for tonight. So we will crack on. I don't feel like I want to buy anything. I don't want to buy any extra players. Although, playing with only 12 was a bit of a problem there. Oh, for a minute we had a headless blitzer. It was a bit strange. Yeah, we're going to be playing with 12 players because this guy's injured. I would like 13 maybe, but we'll live with it for a game and see what happens.